Hi, and welcome to Math EQ on bearing. Question 20b. The scale drawing shows the positions of town S and town T. The scale is 1 centimeter, representing 15 kilometers. Find the actual distance between these two towns. In this case, you measure A in centimeters, and the actual distance is actually multiplying A by 15. Next, measure the bearing of town T from town S. This would be the measure of C using the protractor. Question 13. The scale drawing shows a rock R. The scale is 1 centimeter, representing 30 meters. A lighthouse L is 210 meters from R on a bearing of 125 degrees. On the diagram, mark the position of L. This is a pictorial representation on what is required. Question 4. The scale drawing shows town A, town B, and town C on a map. There is a straight line between town A and town B. The scale of the map is 1 centimeter, representing 8 kilometers. Measure the bearing of town A from town B. This measurement is obtained using a protractor. Next, work out the actual distance in kilometers between town A and town B. As this is in digital form, the method to obtain the required answer is to multiply the measurement in centimeters by 8. Next, write the scale of the map in the form of 1 to n. The ratio is 1 to 800,000. Question 4d. A straight road from town C is on a bearing of 246 degrees. It meets the road from town A to town B at point X. On the map, draw the road from town C to point X. Label the position of X. The blue line on the diagram is the illustration for the position of X. Question 7. The scale drawing shows the positions of Anika's house A and Bernhard's house B on a map. The scale is 1 centimeter, representing 300 meters. Work out the actual distance in meters between Anika's house and Bernhard's house. With the measured distance being 11 cm, this equates to 11 times 300, which is 3,300 meters. Next, measure the bearing of Bernhard's house from Anika's house. Using a protractor, it indicates 117 degrees. Next, using a straight edge and compasses only, construct the perpendicular bisector of AB. Show all your construction arcs. Start by positioning the compass a bit more than half the length of AB and inscribe the arcs from A and B. The bisector is a straight line that adjoins the two arc intersects. Next, Cordelia's house is the same distance from Anika's house and Bernhard's house and due south of Anika's house. Mark on the map the position of Cordelia's house and label this point C. This would be the point of intersect between the vertical line that cuts across A and the bisector. Next, Doggy's house is on a bearing of 320 degrees from Bernhard's house and 1,650 meters from Anika's house. Mark on the map the two possible positions of Doggy's house. Label each of these points D. The first point would mean plotting a straight line from the points B at the bearing of 320 degrees. The second point would require positioning the compass at 5.5 centimeters apart and inscribing an arc from the point A. The required points D are the intersects of the straight line against this arc. Question 1c. The scale drawing shows a map of Kingswood Park. There are two straight paths and one circular path. The scale is 1 cm, representing 200 meters. Yenna walks along the straight path from East Gate to West Gate. Work out the distance she walks. Give your answer in kilometers. With the measurement coming to 11 cm, one needs to times by 200 according to scale. This comes to 2,200 meters or 2.2 kilometers. Next, measure the bearing of South Gate from North Gate. Using a protractor, it is 150 degrees. Next, the entrance P to a children's play area is 500 meters from North Gate on a bearing of 195 degrees. Mark the position of P on the map. This is as shown on the diagram. Next, Ivan runs once around the circular path. Calculate the distance Ivan runs. With the measured diameter being 6 centimeters, this equates to the diameter being 1,200 meters. This implies that the radius is 600 meters and its circumference can be calculated by the formula 2 pi r with the radius being 600 meters. Next, a ship sails 40 kilometers on a bearing of 40 degrees from P to Q. Using a scale of 1 centimeter to represent 5 kilometers, make a scale drawing of the path of the ship. Mark the point Q. This will be as shown on the diagram. Next, at Q, the ship changes direction and sails 30 kilometers on a bearing of 160 degrees to the point R. Draw the path of the ship. This too is as shown on the diagram. Next, find how far in kilometers the ship is from the starting position P. By leveraging on the cosine rule, we can solve for PR. Next, measure the bearing of P from R. With a protractor, we can identify this bearing as 266 degrees. That's all for quick math on bearing. If you found this beneficial, do seek out our other videos under the KT tutorial channel.